It's time to play Grimdark Future Firefight, and a bit of an experiment today. We're going to use teeny tiny 6mm terrain and models. So today's exercise is to make sure that everything shows up okay on camera, because everything's so teeny tiny. And I am trialling a community book I made called 6mm Battle Technology, which scales things so that an individual tank is toughness 1 or 3 instead of 6, 12, 18. Similarly, weapon ranges are reduced. Tank cannons are between 12 and 24-inch range. Machine guns are 6-inch range. And anything smaller than that are small arms, which are now a melee weapon. Although a melee weapon with counter. Right, who is in today's battle? We have the Red River mercenary group being led by a mobile command post with small arms and machine guns. 2 infantry platoons here and here with small arms. 3 light tanks with 10cm railguns and machine guns. 3 scout vehicles with machine guns. And a heavy walker with a streak missile pod, large laser, heavy punch, and upgraded with jump jets. The opposing force is Warrior House Komachi, being led by a command walker, armed with a ballistic missile launcher and 2 medium lasers, and upgraded with fast and ECM. A platoon of battlesuits with small arms and jump packs. 2 light walkers. The Nexus on the left has a medium laser and 2 small lasers and jump jets. The Raptor on the right has 2 small lasers and a ballistic missile launcher. And 2 vehicles here. A heavy tank armed with a 10cm railgun and a small laser. And a heavy carrier armed with 2 streak missile pods. The mission is sabotage. Red River's supply depot is just here, and House Komachi's supply depot is just there. The objective is to knock out the enemy's supply depot. I'm using 3 special rules. Firstly, I'm using 2/3 measurements, since it's a 3x3 table. Secondly, I'm using random activation. And thirdly, if a vehicle or walker gets shot at in its rear arc, they have a -1 penalty to the defense roll. And hey, why not? Let's use random events as well and extra actions. House Komachi to go first, and basically to choose activation I roll a dice. That tells me which unit to activate. So 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's the Raptor. So I'll spare you from future dice rolls. The Raptor will progress down this street and fire its ballistic missile launcher at the infantry platoon there. Quality 4 with -1 to hit. It's a hit. Infantry are defense 6. So that's a squad wiped out. The Red River mobile command post will use 2 caster points to cast targeting laser, which is a level 1 spell. Must be a better name than spell. So that succeeds. The light tanks and the Dragonfly Walker have additional range next time they shoot. And then it will just advance behind the building here. The House Komachi battlesuits will rush to the wall. The Red River Dragonfly Walker has advanced and shoot its heavy laser at the Raptor, and with the extended range bonus can hit the Nexus with its swarm missile pod. Quality is 4. We'll shoot the laser first, which hits. Defense is 3. Ooh, so that goes through. Then the streak missile pod is 2 dice with lock on. 1 hit. And then 3+ to block. It's blocked. Let's see what happens to the Raptor. not destroyed yet. The House Komachi Command Walker will move here and fire its ballistic missile launcher at the Dragonfly. So I'll need a 5 to hit. No, okay. Misses. Red River Scout vehicles next. They are fast, so they're the ones most likely to get to the enemy supply point. But it'd be pretty suicidal coming out in front of these two vehicles. So let's rush behind this building here. Something like that. Well, I think the House Komachi heavy tank will just go on Overwatch. Red River Infantry Platoon number 1 will rush to the tree line. The House Komachi Nexus will rush between these buildings here. Red River Infantry Platoon number 2, I think, will just retreat into the tree line. The House Komachi heavy missile crawler will rush here. And finally, the Red River light tanks will rush up to this tree line. Round 2. Let's see if we have a random event. Yes! 31. So House Komachi are benefiting from the oldest trick, which is a melee related thing. Don't know if that's going to come into it just yet. The House Komachi heavy tank to go first, and I think I'm going to have it charge. We'll come off Overwatch. Here. Now it doesn't have any melee weapons, but it does have impact 2. So that's 1 hit, which is blocked. Red River Infantry Platoon 2 are going to hunker down in the trees there. The House Komachi Nexus is just out of charge range for the infantry, so we'll instead rush. It can use its jump jets to get over that wall with no problem. Ends up there. It's the Red River's Dragonfly to go next. I'm not going to let that Nexus distract me. We need to go forwards. So we'll advance. Okay, we'll fire the medium laser at the Raptor and the swarm missile pod at the battlesuits. Laser first. I'm shooting through the trees, so you will get cover. Misses anyway, and then the swarm missiles at the battlesuits also misses. The House Komachi Raptor will advance here and then fire its ballistic missile launcher at the infantry. -1 to hit. Misses. The Red River Scout vehicles are going to crash into that wall. Advance here and fire their machine guns at the missile carrier. They've got 2 machine guns each. Okay, quality 4. That's 3 hits. Carriers are defense 4. So 1 block and 2 go through. The House Komachi battlesuits are going to hunker down. The Red River light tanks will advance. With their range bonus, they can use their machine guns against the battlesuits, and then their 10cm railguns against the command walker. The machine guns will need a 6 to hit, because the battlesuits are hunkering, so they all hit the wall. Each railgun gets 2 attacks and is AP free, so hitting on 4s. There we go, 2 hits. We'll give some cover from the wall, so 5s to block. Ooh. So the railguns just plink off the armour. The House Komachi Command Walker will shoot its ballistic missile and lasers at the Dragonfly. It's holding, so no penalty for indirect. That's a good hit. The missiles have the swarm keyword, so that's an extra hit. but they're both blocked. And 2 medium lasers at the tanks there. We've got a complete miss. The Red River mobile command post is going to rush here and then use the 2 caster points to call for an off-board cruise missile targeting the Nexus. I'll need a 4 up. No, it fails to materialise. The House Comanche heavy carrier is going to take the focus fire action and absolutely pummel these scout vehicles with streak missiles. So hitting on freeze, and with the swarm keyword we've got some extra hits there. Scout vehicles are defense 5, so we've got a couple of blocks but 4 go through, so we take 2 off and then 2 wounds on the last one. Okay, let's see what happens to it. 5 plus 2 is 7, so that is a knockout. I've realised now that this Raptor should have been shaken. It's my first time playing Firefight, so I'm going to make some mistakes, so I'll have it shaken now. Just this Red River infantry platoon to go now, and we'll just have them advance into this tree line here. I want to try and block that Nexus from getting through. Round 3. Let's see if there's a random event. No. Warrior House Comanche to go first, and it's the Raptor, who will unstun by hunkering down. The Red River mobile command post will try that off-board cruise missile again. Just need a 4 or better. It works, so cruise missile strikes the Nexus. It's 1 hit with AP2 and deadly 3. So let's roll to defend. Fails. So that is 3 wounds. Let's see if the Nexus blows up. Yes. House Comanche's heavy tank will trundle over here. The Red River Dragonfly will use its jump jets to get through this forest and rush here. It might be able to get, if it survives, to the enemy supply point. The House Comanche missile crawler will take the hold fire action and shoot the streak missile pods at the Dragonfly. We get +1 to hit, so freeze. Oh, they all hit, and with the swarm bonus, that's an extra 2 hits. Freeze to block. So 3 go through. The Dragonfly is tough 3, so it does need to make a wound effect roll now, but the only result for it would be shaken. So there we go. Red River Infantry Platoon number 1 are quite happy just hunkering down in the woods there. The House Comanche Battlesuit Platoon will charge at the Dragonfly, attacking with small arms, and they are quality 5. So that's 1 hit, which is blocked. The Dragonfly has 2 stomps and a heavy punch, but it's shaken, so it counts as being fatigued. So hitting on 6s, let's re-roll that one. All miss. Red River Infantry Platoon number 2 will carry on hunkering down in the forest. House Comanche just have their command walker, the Men-Shen, to move. There's no way we can get to the enemy supply depot now, so we may as well just do some damage. We will advance here. Actually, the Men-Shen is fast, so we get another inch there. And we'll fire everything into the light tanks. So 2 medium lasers, 1 hit. It's AP2, so force to block. Blocks, okay. And then the ballistic missile launcher. Misses. Alright. The Red River light tanks will advance here. And then we'll shoot machine guns into the battle suits and the railguns into that missile crawler. Okay, machine guns, Daka Daka. It's a one hit, but they have sustained fire, so that's an extra hit. Then 5+ to block. No, so that's 2 squads gunned down. Just realised I've been doing the light tank slightly wrong. That should be 3 individual units, not a squad of 3. It's just because of the way it was worded on the sheet. Oopsies. Oh well, we're here now. Each railgun has 2 attacks. So we've got 4 hits. And railguns are AP free. So none of those block. Let's make a wound check. 1 + 3 is 4, so it's just stunned. Battle round 4. So neither side is going to get to the enemy supply point. So it's just a matter of doing some damage now. Let's see if there's a random event. Nope. House Komachi battle suits to go first, so they are going to charge into the Dragonfly. Small arms fire. Misses. Stomp and heavy punch coming back. No hits, so the battle suits can back off. The Red River mobile command post will advance here and use targeting laser, which succeeds. It will give itself the benefit, so that's extra range on its machine guns, bringing the Menshen into range. So 2 machine guns, 1 hit, which is not blocked. The Command Walker does have ECM, so there's a chance it can ignore that wound on a roll of a 6. No. The missile crawler will hunker down. One of the Red River light tanks will shoot its machine guns at the battle suits and its railgun at the heavy tank. Machine gun first. That's a hit, and sustained fire makes it 2 hits. 1 block, 1 wound. Wound check for the battle suits. They are stunned. Then the 10cm railgun on the heavy tank. 1 hit. AP free. So that's not blocked. So that's the heavy tank's first wound. The Raptor will advance here and shoot its small lasers and ballistic missile at the Red River command post. Actually, the small lasers are out of range, so what we'll do instead is fire a ballistic missile at one of the light tanks. So -1 to hit. Still hits. Tanks are pretty well armoured, so not a kill. The second Red River light tank will hold position and do focused fire. Let's dump it all into the Command Walker. So machine gun hits, but doesn't penetrate the armour. And then the railgun, we've got 2 hits, 1 block, and then the other one, let's see if the ECM stops it. Nope, so that's another wound. The Komachi heavy tank will advance and shoot its 10cm railgun and the 2 small lasers into the Dragonfly. Okay, the railgun, 1 hit. Needs a 6 to block. Oh, it does. And then the 2 small lasers, 1 hit. AP1, so 4s to block. Nope, that goes through. We've hit the internals, so let's see what happens. 5 + 4 is 9, which is a kill. The last Red River light tank will hold position and do focus fire on the heavy tank. Machine gun is in range, which hits with sustained fire. That's 2 hits. both of which bounce off the armour. And then the railgun, 2 hits. And with AP 3, that's one that goes through. Just the Komachi Command Walker to go, so let's do an assault. I've not done an assault before. Let's give it a whirl. Ranged weapons first, -1 to hit, 2 medium lasers, 1 hit. AP 2, so that penetrates. Ballistic missile launcher, which has an extra -1 to hit because it's indirect fire, so I'll need a 6 basically. Nope. And then some stomps. 2 stomps, 5s to hit. There's 1. It's AP 1. That's blocked. So we just need to make a wound roll for the tank now. It's just stunned. The only thing left is for the Red River infantry to remain hunkering down in the forest there. So that is the end of the battle. So there we have it. That was my first game of Firefight. I think it went alright, even though it was a draw. I don't have much in the way of 6mm terrain, so I have ordered some hills, which will be here soon, and I do have all the ruins from the old Warhammer Epic game. So next time I play, I might set those up.